Have you ever watched an English movie or TV show and thought, oh, they're speaking so fast. I can't understand this without subtitles. Is there some kind of trick to understanding fast English conversations? Well, never fear. Today, you are going to learn how to understand fast English conversations with my 4-step listening method. Hi, I'm Vanessa from SpeakEnglishWithVanessa.com, and like always, I have created a free PDF worksheet. It includes all of the tips and tricks of the 4-step listening method, including a worksheet and a transcript from today's conversation lesson. To get this free worksheet, all that you need to do is click on the link in the description, enter your name and email address, and voila! This free worksheet will land immediately in your email inbox. And do you know what the best part is? Now, after you have signed up, you will receive my weekly free PDF worksheets. That's right. Every week they will immediately come to your email inbox and you don't need to sign up anymore. Hooray! So don't miss out. Click on the link in the description to sign up for today's free worksheet with all of the listening tips and tricks to help you finally understand real English conversations. This is my gift to you. So what is the 4-step listening method? Well, let's start with step number 1. Step number 1 is to listen to a short clip of a real English conversation. We're going to listen to this together, and I want you to test your listening skills. At first, there's going to be no transcript. You could turn on subtitles on YouTube, but don't do it. That's cheating for right now. I want you to only listen to this conversation. We're going to listen to it just once together. All right, are you ready? Let's listen to this quick clip. You're going to hear David talking about his experience when he was much younger, meeting a woman named Chantel. Let's listen.
Actually, when I was there, I met a girl from Montreal. Chantel, her name was. I saw her on the beach, and I said, oh, she's beautiful. I must meet her. She spoke no English. I spoke no French.
That didn't matter.
She had a friend that was with her. They had come down from Montreal for a vacation, a couple weeks, and she ended up living with me for seven months.
All right, how did you do? That was pretty fast, right? Well, actually, that was a completely normal speed for a real English conversation. So let's move to step 2. Step 2 is to slow it down. You're going to listen to a slow version of this conversation. This clip has been recorded by my husband Dan and I in order to slow it down a lot. I have a feeling you're going to understand a lot more. So after you understand a lot more, we're going to go back to the fast clip after this. So first, let's listen to the slow clip together.
Actually, when I was there, I met a girl from Montreal, Chantel, her name was. I saw her on the beach, and I said, oh, she's beautiful. I must meet her. She spoke no English. I spoke no French.
That didn't matter.
She had a friend that was with her. They had come down from Montreal for a vacation, a couple weeks, and she ended up living with me for 7 months.
Okay, how did that go? Before we go to the fast version again, I want to let you know a little preview of what step 3 and 4 are because you need to be ready. For step 3, you are going to be writing exactly what you hear in the conversation. I want you to listen especially to that fast conversation clip and to write every word that you hear. You can get your notebook, you can write it on your phone, whatever feels the most comfortable for you. So because this is a video, you can pause and repeat and go back as many times as you need to write it out. But this is going to show what you actually understand. How many of those individual words do you understand? That means what kind of context can you understand? And then when you speak, what kind of vocabulary can you reproduce? When you are writing that out, this is testing all of those skills and growing them together. So let's listen to this clip, the fast clip, one more time. And if you have a piece of paper with you, I want you to try to write out everything that you hear. Of course, you're welcome to go back and listen to the slow clip again as well while you're writing it out if you need to. Are you ready? Let's listen again, and I'm going to give you a little quiz afterwards, so listen carefully.
Actually, when I was there, I met a girl from Montreal. Chantel, her name was. I saw her on the beach, and I said, oh, she's beautiful. I must meet her. She spoke no English. I spoke no French.
That didn't matter.
She had a friend that was with her. They had come down from Montreal for a vacation, a couple weeks. And she ended up living with me for seven months.
All right, I hope that this second time that you heard the fast clip, it was a little bit easier than the first time. I want to ask you a couple comprehension questions. Are you ready for this little quiz? I'm not going to give you multiple choice answers. I'm only going to give you the question. This is super tricky because you don't have multiple options to choose from. You just have to remember. This is like school again, right? Are you ready? My first question is this. Where is Chantel from? Where is Chantel from? You have 3 seconds. The answer is Chantel is from Montreal. Question number 2. Where did David first see Chantel? 3 seconds. The answer is he first saw Chantel on the beach. The next comprehension question is just a yes or no question, and it is, did David and Chantel speak the same language? What do you think? The answer is no. David spoke English and Chantel spoke French. But did it matter? Nope, it didn't matter. And the final comprehension question is this one. How long did Chantel live with David? The answer is she ended up living with David for 7 months. So now we're going to go on to step number 4, which is to compare what you wrote or what you understood to the official correct transcript of what David and I actually said. So we're going to listen one more time to the fast clip, and you're going to see the transcript here. I want you to follow along and realize you can understand so much more than you could just a few minutes ago, the first time that you were introduced to this clip. Let's listen, and let's also take a look at the transcript.
Actually, when I was there, I met a girl from Montreal. Chantel, her name was. I saw her on the beach, and I said, oh, she's beautiful. I must meet her. She spoke no English. I spoke no French.
That didn't matter.
She had a friend that was with her. They had come down from Montreal for a vacation, a couple weeks. And she ended up living with me for seven months.
Okay, so maybe you understood more this last time than you did the first time, but there is a secret to listening that I want you to know. When you level up your vocabulary, the more words you know, the easier listening will be. Because if people are speaking and you only understand 50% of the words because you actually don't even know those other words that they're saying, it's going to be really hard, no matter how good your listening skills are, to actually understand them. So what we're going to do is we are going to go over 3 important key phrases that were used in that quick clip. You're going to level up your vocabulary so that the next time you hear them in a fast conversation, it will be no problem for you. The first key phrase is to not matter. Notice the pronunciation here. The T's, matter, are not pronounced like that. They're pronounced in American English, matter, like a D, to not matter. In the conversation with David, he said that he spoke English, she spoke French, and I said that didn't matter. So they still had a very special connection, even though they couldn't communicate with language. And I was saying, well, it didn't matter. It was not important. And that is the essence of this phrase. It didn't matter. It wasn't important. So with learning English, we could say, it doesn't matter if you make a mistake, just keep practicing. The next key phrase from the conversation is the phrasal verb to come down. In the conversation, David said that Chantel and her friend, they came down from Montreal. Well, Montreal is in Canada in the north, and David was living in Florida, which is about as far south in the US as you can go. So he said they came down from Montreal. The idea is that they were traveling south. They were traveling toward the south. So you might say, I'm so excited because my cousins are coming down from New York for the holidays. Well, if you live south of New York, this is a great phrasal verb to use. And the third key phrase from this conversation is another phrasal verb, to end up. This is when something happens with a surprising conclusion. I would say this was a very surprising conclusion from David and Chantel. He said she ended up living with me for 7 months. So he talks about a chance encounter with a beautiful woman on the beach. And usually most people would think that maybe they had a conversation and that was it. But he said, she ended up living with me for 7 months. What a surprise. And it is a surprise, right? So this is the perfect use of this phrasal verb, to end up. Let me give you another example. You could say, we got lost on our way to the park and ended up finding a cute little cafe. Okay, if you're lost, you think this is a negative thing, nothing good is going to happen because we're lost. But then you discovered a cute little cafe. What a surprising thing to happen, and a great use of this phrasal verb. So how did you do with the 4-step listening method? We listened to the fast clip, then we listened to a slowed down clip of that real conversation. We listened to the fast conversation again. Then hopefully you got a chance to write down everything you heard, and we compared it to the official conversation transcript. Plus you learned some key vocabulary along the way. Well, if you want to take it to the next level and officially level up your English listening skills so that fast English conversations are no problem for you, I have a wonderful solution, and it is the 150-day listening challenge. Each day, over 150 days, you'll spend just 15 minutes, like today's lesson, listening to a short, real English conversation clip. You'll hear over 50 native English speakers so that you can get used to different voices, different accents, different styles of speech, just like in real life. With the 4-step listening method, it's simple. Just listen, watch, and improve. In the next few months, you will understand English movies, TV shows, podcasts, and real English conversations with no problem. Usually, the 150-day listening challenge is $500. That's $100 each month. But right now, for this limited time, I'm offering a huge discount so that you can join at no risk. It is $199. This is a steal. You get lifetime access to the entire course so that you can go back and review at any time that you want. We will start studying the lessons on Friday, March 21st, so make sure you join before this date because the discount will go away and you'll miss studying with everyone and getting feedback from our wonderful American English teachers. You can click on the link in the description to get your huge discount on the 150-day listening challenge. Join us and level up your listening skills so that understanding real conversations is no problem. Well, congratulations on leveling up your English skills in today's lesson. Don't forget to download the free PDF worksheet that includes all of the steps for the 4-step listening method so that you can use this to finally understand fast English conversations. You will also get a transcript of the conversation between David and I so that you can go through this and see how real English speakers talk. Especially when we're having fast conversations, it can sometimes feel like a mystery, but it doesn't have to. It can be simple with the 4-step listening method. When you click on the link in the description to download that free PDF worksheet, just enter your name and email address and voila, I will send it right to your email inbox. And you will continue to get a free PDF worksheet from me every week. It is my gift to you. Well, thank you so much for learning English with me, and I'll see you again next Friday for a new lesson here on my YouTube channel. Bye. But wait, do you want more? I recommend watching this video next, where you will continue to learn how to understand fast conversations. You'll listen to a conversation about the tastiest thing in the world, desserts, and break down some key pronunciation tips so that you can hear those in fast conversations. I'll see you there.